Hello, fellow Star Voyagers. Welcome back. I think I forgot to put anything about the stream in Discord. But here we are. We'll see how this goes. Saturday I did hurt my hand, but I can use it. So we'll see how this goes. If I keep a light grip on the controller, it shouldn't be a problem, but if it's a problem, so we'll see. That's the short version. Short versions are good sometimes. We left off in Meridian. What were we doing? If we were going to follow up on To Curse the Darkness, I'm going to need a voice. Nice. Sorry, I already got a cough drop in my mouth, but we could head there. Lost Legionnaire. Hello. Greetings. Thank you for the follow. I saw that in chat earlier. So unless you're somebody who I know who has changed their name, I welcome you aboard. Hi. I welcome you either way. Let's see, where are we going? We had some side quests open too, and I don't know what exactly we're gonna work on. Talana, there you go. That's something I want to do. No, I don't know who. I know. You know, you're gonna have to tell me. You need to tell me. I was taking a guess that someone changed their name, but you're gonna need to be specific. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, see, I didn't know. You needed to tell me. That was good. Trigtall has become Lost Legionnaire. Well, right on and welcome back. I'll jot that down. I'll try to log that to memory, but you may have to tell me again a couple times. We'll see. Not too far. Let's go to Lone Light. Let's continue where we were, which was doing some hunting lodge stuff. Take the elevator down. Did I go the wrong way? Where are the elevators? Hold on. I kinda did. They're up here. We were really close. Just didn't need to go anywhere.
Doesn't mean he's any less guilty. He should pay.
That NPC voice actor. I think it's the one we've just passed. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm really close to being sure. Isn't that Three Dog from Fallout 3? Same voice actor. I don't know his name, but I hear different NPCs that I think are all voiced by same person. My brain goes there every time. I don't think I've ever looked it up.
Watch out for the
Buy
Oseram
what you
merchants.
need,
They'll as
leave
soon
the
cheat
rest.
you as look at you.
Would you like to buy something today? I've got. Oh,
Only the finest goods here, seafood.
you'll take a look. Stopping when you're in the thick of it.
This place is too noisy.
I've got all the best goods here.
Hello. AZE. Greetings. Can you tell me how I should say your name in chat? I could say AZE, but if you mean for it to be something else, let me know, please. I think I asked you one other time, but I don't recall if you gave an answer.
That'll keep my stomach quiet. I'll find a use for you.
Just a... oh, it's a campfire. Aha. Oh, like Ace. Ace. Well, my guess for the reason a lot of people say it like I do is just because of not being sure. So I was wondering the first time round if it was A's. But I was also wondering if it was Ozzy or, you know, I've been surprised. I've also mangled some things which seem really obvious. So it's good to know. Outsider, what's up?
Save these for the trail.
Tried all the dragon names, but they were taken. I've known a few people with dragon names. I mean, not just here on Twitch, but dragon names tend to go pretty quickly, don't you think? I remember this spot. We got a bit of a mess in this spot before. It could happen again right now, because, yeah, that silly chicken comes around here. Did we upgrade that bow? We did. I just haven't put any mods in it yet, and I've gotten used to it being in a different spot.
Got their attention. I found this.
Oh. No? Fox. Wasn't there another grazer that... It was higher
That's
up.
it.
There's at least
We've
one other
already gone.
grazer.
Low and quiet.
Got a little excited. Nice. Did the grazer go? I mean, I'm down with the meat. Er. Well, I hear cats do that. Daenerys, wondering if your cat is damaged. That keyboard also. How many has your cat killed? Three, huh? Whoa. Oh, they each got some. That was not my intent. The arrows split. Okay, not bad.
Gotcha.
At the last second I saw something. I didn't know what it was. I still don't know what it is. There we go. They got really pissed at my tactics. Oh man, we just lost first 10 minutes of play. I think we're back at the city now. We're probably back at the city. I didn't save. We didn't engage any quests. I think we're... Let's start over. Hi. Welcome. Shit. Rip Aloy. Then. Hey. Takes a little longer to load too because it's going back to Meridian, right? Ugh. Oh, I knew it. Ugh. Oh, that hurts. Oh man.
King Saber.
The rollback. I don't mind dying. But the rollback, hurts every time. Like it never happens. What is your mission? I'm always curious about the task at hand. There often isn't one. We're sort of going to head towards Alana over at Lone Light. Continuing with the hunting lodge, but is that really our mission? We're just going that way. We'll see if we even get there. We didn't last time. What I think happened
Cause you trouble.
These aren't goods,
specifically
they're
was
necessities.
the long legs that I used an override on. It wore off eventually, and they went back to their original pathing and came around from behind when I was looking at the second one. Still took so long that it never fought anything, and it wore off and went back where it had started.
Trader is awesome. We'll just conveniently lose Dervahl in the transport.
Well, at the very least, I'm gonna tag another campfire.
I figured my food
We even walked by another campfire. I don't know, didn't think to save there because we hadn't done anything. I usually will hit a campfire for no reason other than it's there.
tough, but I'm used to it. Good meat.
Of course, they'll use most of the machines, or all of the machines, plus new ones. That's what I would expect. Yeah. Why waste some of their designs that are so good? Maybe they won't want to use them all again, but... Hey, settle down. Thought I was on hard point. Oh well. Didn't quite get the shot I wanted. Yes, and they will get some fresh machines to fight in different ways. They will definitely do that for a sequel. They will do both. Why wouldn't they do both? It would take a lot of work to create entirely new machines, and then, I don't know, they could do whatever they want. I don't know what they're gonna do. Seems to me they would reuse a lot of machines and add new ones. but once you have the stealth armor and override, it's doable, but damn, it's slow progressing. Yes and yes, but it gets better. It will. It'll keep getting faster. It'll feel more natural. You know, the curve is steep, but it levels off pretty quick. Maybe quick's the wrong word, but it levels off, and then you can progress at what feels like a normal pace. I suppose there will always be more deaths. And so, some loss of progress here or there, but... most of the time, if I don't get knocked back too far, I don't mind dying over and over again. Just hate forgetting to... take a convenient save, going too long on with no need to do so. We'll pass by the Thunderjaw site, huh? A longer campaign for the sequel, you say? Well, I wouldn't mind that, but I didn't feel it was short. Felt like a pretty good length to me, but I'd take more. More? Yeah. Getting ready ahead of fight. Damn, those went low. I don't think the blow even touched the cannon. It's too bad. Well, what happens when you screw up like that, Aloy? Yeah, one's on me. Here it comes. Nice timing for it. Oh! Damn, I hit the... Oh, that's bad. It's better. Ah, he's mad. It's not really a good spot. He can, yeah, he can spot us pretty quick here. more of those. Yeah. Yeah. Eat.
I'll tuck that away.
Get a little worked up during that. It does it's kind of affecting how my head feels right now. I'm not definitely not doing its worst. But I may not be able to play for 3 hours today. It might be a very short stream. We'll see. Definitely need to ease up. I realized after fighting that Thunderjaw, I had a really tight grip on the controller, and I'm gonna feel it, I think, for a minute or 5 here. Hopefully just a minute or 5.
I am assuming direct control.
Oh man. Well, I got my hand x-rayed on Sunday to make sure it wasn't broken, so it's bad enough that I had to do that. What's up, man? An old man indeed. Also, a bit of an idiot sometimes. You say, as an older man. Arr, arr. Hope you're doing alright, man. What's the word over there? Hurt my hands. In the middle of during a stream break on Saturday. So if you were here then. Anyways, that's the part that matters. To never take a break again. That's an interesting proposal. It has a certain logic to it, I guess.
Tasty.
You're trying to keep from freaking out about work maintenance tonight. Abnormal maintenance, unexpected.
About time you showed up.
Something.
More Glenn Hawks incoming.
Oh. Yay. Something specific, needs immediate attention kind of thing. Or regular maintenance. That just sucks. Not just... What did I do? Oh, I went to the crafting screen twice. Nice. Why are you crashing up there? Why you do this? Nice, someone. Again, why? Why? The battle's over here. We're landing over there. This, okay, not the best angle. But again, I did it again. Took one down. Probably still has its breastplate. What a shit show. Couldn't decide
More
if it was
coming.
gonna die or not. Wait, one of those is already missing a breastplate. Okay, I'd be fine if the sequel didn't have Flint Hawks. That'd be okay. Wouldn't bother me.
You're not walking away from this.
Shit, apparently not. Ah. Spawn Boy, you just recently went and completed it on all difficulties. Good times, right? On all difficulties.
For the Sun King!
Yeah, Flint Hawks, please.
Missed!
You missed? Didn't look like a miss to me. Does look like we're getting robbed of our loot unless it falls. Oh. Aha. Cool. Talana, what do you think?
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
They must be attracted to the kills I saw upriver. I should go back, but if more attack here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
Something around. Inside. The Banuk. Guide to Ban-Ur and the Banuk by the well-traveled Aram. Ah, the sun shines golden on these times, where one can experience the whole world without leaving the streets of Meridian. Where the gates are thrown open and the world comes to us. And yet, as I walked among the markets, I heard a question on the air again. What to make of the Banuk, these stoic, silent northern hunters? These men and women of the ice? Unfortunately, for my investigations, Banuk Outlanders seldom remain in Meridian long enough for exhaustive study. It is believed their cold blood does not take well to the heat. If I was to seek this knowledge, I would have to undergo the ordeal of taking up travel pack and quill and journeying to their homeland. And so it came to be that I spent a miserable time living among the Banuk in frigid Ban-Ur. Though the Banuk speak of their territory in reverent tones, put plainly, it is the most uncomfortable place in the world. There is beauty, soaring glaciers of jeweled hues, billows of steam that erupt from the earth, whirling auroras in the skies above. Yes, yes, but the novelty quickly passes and the bone-freezing chill remains. It is a country of the moon. For in the day the sun is reduced to a needle's eye through the gray, and in the night the moon rises 4 times the width. There is no welcome, not in the land nor from its people. So I lived among one of the Weraks, something like a group of families, but without the civility of a noble house. Each member must prove that they possess the will to survive alone. They seek to always be challenged, whether at the jaws of a machine or simply in their daily existence. I tried to explain my position, that a Karja faces a challenge, devises a solution, and then, with the challenge overcome, can live in contentment. This concept horrified them. It was made clear that when I expected to sleep, I must dig out my own hollow in the snow for my tent, and when I expected to eat, I must hunt food myself. I hid my disappointment. After all, I had participated in a hunting trial or 2 in my time, and accepted. On the 3rd morning, I was able to bring down a rabbit, much like those seen in the plains, but with a downy snow coat. On presenting my prize to the Werak, I received only blank stares. Till one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Reader, I will spare you the details. The experience nearly changed me to eat only maize bread forevermore. I had barely finished my gory portion before the Banuk set off on a machine hunt with their shaman, a man with machine bindings sewn into his very skin. Perhaps another challenge to decency. He claimed to sense the machine spirits close by, and sure enough, the hunters and I followed tracks in the snow to a grazer herd. The Banuk made short work of them with their spears, and struck with a curious desire to prove myself, I threw myself into stripping a fallen machine for parts. Instead of praise for my initiative, I was subjected to the shaman's cursing and wailing, and hauled back to camp by a sullen hunter. Eventually, she explained that the machine spirits must be thanked for the gift of a successful hunt before any parts are harvested. Truly, I was despairing of the shifting wiles of Banuk culture and longed for the certainty of the sun's guidance. That night, mercifully my last, my companions and another Werak gathered under a pitiless clear sky to exchange songs, their way of recording history. Some understand the glyphs, but choose not to use them, asking, "What is a song without voices?" By this point, I knew better than to answer. My deeds warranted a whole verse in the song of my companions, but from what I could make out, much was lost in the translation. Still, there was laughter enough, and many promised to leave me a Banuk farewell mark for our time together. I parted ways with the Werak not far from the High Bloom, and set about climbing back down to Dawn's Sentinel, and with it sun-blessed civilization. As for the farewell marks, I saw no such thing when I packed my wetly frozen belongings. Another Banuk mystery, perhaps, and my advice to you, dear reader, is to let these people keep their mysteries to themselves. Cool. Wait. There's another node book, lore, something up here. What is here? Old ones. Story time continues. Find them. Alright, it gives my hand a rest. Myths of the Old Ones. Any Karja devout knows that the truth of the Old Ones is laid about plainly in the articles of the Sun Faith. A twilight time came upon them, as is the cycle of things, followed by a long night, and finally our ancestors' birth in the new dawn. Since that dawn, Karja history has been writ in the path of the sun, not the faded glories of those who came so long before us. Even the leaves of the old ones found by Araman are long since cracked and fallen to dust. Nevertheless, collected here for study are the colorful beliefs of the old ones, held by other tribes, which may offer a small insight into those tribes' primitive views of the world. The Oseram, as might be expected, view the workings of the world as a device, one where all things behave according to the mechanical rigidity and not the sun's divine rhythms. The movement of the tribes, of the seasons, even the stars at night, all are accounted for by this interlocking and complicated mechanism. The Old Ones were the caretakers of this great machine, but they neglected their duty to maintain it. We sure fucking did. The world machine thus fell into disrepair, and the civilization of the Old Ones collapsed with it. Now the Oseram use their myth to berate the other tribes as negligent, and to hammer upon their own importance. How convenient that their tinkers and metalworkers alone might learn this mechanism's secrets, and improve upon it with their ingenuity. An even more fanciful tale of censure comes from the Nora barbarians. They believe that the Old Ones turned away from the teachings of the Nora's female god, the All-Mother, and eloped with the machines to build their mighty cities. Having failed to tempt the Nora to join them, the machines rallied under a great metal devil and attacked the All-Mother. In her vengeance, she stripped the machines of their wisdom, reducing them to the simple metal beasts we see today. Without the assistance of the machines, the Old Ones were left to wander as exiles, never permitted to return to the isolation of the Nora and their strange feminine rites. From the survivors of this so-called punishment grew the other tribes, and this is why the Nora show distrust to all outside their borders. For we are descended from the faithless and do not shun the trappings of the ancient world. Surprisingly, it is the Banuk whose belief is most similar to our own, though their mythology is bizarre in many other ways. They believe the Old Ones grew complacent, thinking there was no challenge they could not overcome, and in their pride were undone. Hence the Banuk give them no more attention than any other tribe defeated by the harshness of Banuk land. In fact, many Banuk hunters point to the absence of ruins in Ban-Ur as a sign that the Old Ones were never strong enough to endure its challenges. They claim that only the machines and the Banuk have ever roamed there, and so they have nothing to learn from the ancients. The distant Utaru, however, believe that the Old Ones are still with them at all times. In Utaru ritual, those who die are returned to the soil, nourishing the land and living on through new growth. As long as the dead are remembered, they will contribute to the harvests and make them bountiful. Utaru see the richness of their territory, plain song, as evidence of this unique and disturbing cycle. Finally, as there are few living scholars of the Tenakth, we are regrettably denied any insight from that tribe. From what is known, though, it seems they have little concept of a wider history at all. But of course, this is what elevates a scholar of Meridian from a bloodthirsty raider, to be aware of all the sun's light touches, however strange and unlikely the tales. Okay, catching up in chat. Lumia, hey, I didn't know that was happening. I'm not seeing on-screen chat. Everything's showing twice? That sounds horrible. Well, I didn't know. Jags, hello. Greetings, greetings. Ah. Hey, Rango. Hello. What's the word? Can't remember the timetable, but wondering if you have any new info.
Can't be too prepared.
Our eyes came back clear, huh? Well, even as a mystery deepens, I guess you gotta be glad for the things it didn't find. Get any other info? I know that's gotta be frustrating not to have an answer.
Talks.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Man, I rolled too early. And you nailed me. That was nice. Come on, cactus. Rango, I don't know. I was just told that's happening. I didn't know that was happening until a minute ago. Why didn't you fall? You were stunned! Why didn't you fall? You were stunned. Just annoying.
There are snap maw carcasses everywhere.
Is this the Metal Eater?
No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here. Whoever did this must have left tracks from the blinds. Amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow.
One up. In a sequel, I'd like to see
Those
the
blinds up there
animations
concentrate fire on a
for
target.
Aloy when she
Makes
attaches
it
to a...
impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too.
Sorry, Aloy. Didn't mean to talk over you. The animation where she grabs the first handhold before climbing, the way she drops to low points, or the way she jumps and drops even if the first handhold is right in front of her, she doesn't just grab it. That could use a little tweaking. My heart leaps out of my chest every time you try to jump for an easy ledge, and she like plummets because she sees a handhold that's lower and wants to start with the lowest one, and that'd be. Now I don't know how that would work because I like rolling, but maybe some sort of endurance system you could level up so you can't just infinitely roll around. I might mourn for infinite roll, but I might also agree that that might be reasonable. It might.
These must be the Snapmaw hunters. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
I'll make it simple for you. Stop slaughtering machines for one component, leaving the rest to waste.
Now I'll make it simple for you. That's not going to happen. So get out of here.
Seems we've come to an impasse.
Make your move.
Last chance.
No one wins if we fight. Surely we can reach a compromise somewhere short of death?
We've been harvesting Snapmaw hearts for days. I only need one more, and then I can settle my debt and save our home.
If
Really
I get
silly
the
over
last
one
heart,
Snapmaw heart.
do you promise to stay away?
It's a good deal. Yabasha took a hard hit with that last one.
Okay, fine. We need the shards.
I'll do this for you
Give
once,
me the shards.
and once only. Stay here till I get back.
What happens if you just like attack them anyways? How much is he gonna get for a Snapmaw heart? I don't want to have to go all the way downriver. Could have fought him. Too late to pick a fight. Too late to pick a fight.
Come on now.
The other one might have... Zippy. Damn, even with the ice. I had the protection, but it didn't matter because we got staggered out of the override. Yeah, ow. No, that was a double ow. Oh, man. That attack hit me twice. Sucks. Bad idea. Oh, man. Oh man, they are on target right now, and I am off. I'm also hurting. That one that knocked me before, and I said it hurt me twice. I can't tell you how hard I grabbed the controller, but it was hard enough to... It really fucking hurt me over here. So, I don't know. I don't know that we can really keep this up today. I'm happy to keep playing, but I'm not able to keep playing much. If I'm gonna hurt myself doing it, I can't. Good idea. Actually ordered a little brace the other day. I went all around town trying to find a proper brace and couldn't. You know, I had wrist braces, and thumb braces, and I need something that braces my hand. Maybe these fingers. And so I ordered one. Should be arriving soon, but wondering if I was even gonna need to wear it. I'm starting to feel a little better this morning, but all day long I've been finding out what's not getting all better real fast.
There's snap maw carcasses
Okay, as long as
everywhere.
I can stay loose.
No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here.
She didn't. Fuck, that dialogue. Didn't she say that when we first got here? Why would she say it again? I went in with the ice armor on, and they spotted her pretty quick, and I just...
This'll help.
Yeah, there's better ways to go about this. I could get one of those snap maws. And override. Or even start small. What I gotta try not to do is get really worked up. Oh. Yeah, that's all backwards. They're nice and idle right now. Come on, where's my prompt? Don't do this. Pretty easy to bump into a machine that's large enough that you can't find a prompt for override even though you're next to them.
Ready or not.
They're pretty smart. It was heading towards the bush I was in when I fired that shot. Nice kill. I think that was scripted to drop a heart. Either that or we got very lucky. I still think it was probably scripted to drop a heart. You guys fight each other.
They're scanning for me.
Old Snake, Twitch. Old Snake, did you tweak your name, or is this different Old Snake? Hello.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal.
What's your name?
And now I can pay off my debt.
Come on.
We won't be
What's
back.
up?
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy. Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the
That's
sunlight is
professional.
passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
Yeah.
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Oh. Just trying to stay good and distracted. Thinking as little as possible. And, trying to, failing to avoid falling further behind, but working on it. We going back to Meridian? Guess we could. What else is around?
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Did that just play double too? What is going on? What is going on? Hey, Lamia, thank you. Thank you for your sub, but so something's up, right? Messages are showing double. Sounds are playing double. Why? Thank you. I really don't know why that would be. I've been reluctant to update OBS in a while. I'm using a slightly older version. I've been avoiding the updated one because they keep patching all these bugs with it. I don't want to run into any of those bugs till it's settled. Well, I don't know what's up. I'm sorry about that. A few things are out of sorts. Honestly, don't have a good first guess. Nothing specific. Probably just need to re-add the source or whatever. Probably something like that. Probably. Not gonna mess with it right now. Because probably is a weak hand. Especially if you add the or something. Or whatever. Well, it will be what it will be. Father or no. Hey. Metal flower. You have a stuck pixel right on my forehead. Nice. Enjoy. You don't notice it because of the grayscale. That's cool. The dust of many crumbled cities settles over us like a forgetful doze. But we are older than those cities. We began as a mineral, We emerged into plant life and into the animal state and then into being human. And always we have forgotten our former states, except in early spring when we slightly recall being green again. Oh, I like that one.
Scrappers are here for the parts.
See, if you're gonna get an override and Thunderjaw, and there's much around for him to rampage on, there isn't really. Too bad. Or they need to let us ride Thunderjaws or get machines to follow us. Kind of like
Keep quiet now.
temporary pet kind of thing. Mistake. I literally do nothing. I don't know why it's the way it is. Only guess, but I haven't had a haircut in 25 years, and you know, it's not down to my feet. It's curly. It pulls out. I brush it. That's it. I just brush it. I don't really do anything with it. And plenty pulls out. I figured the long bits pull out, and that's why it's the longer bits are more likely to pull out. So it averages out over the years. Bodies are weird. Go.
Saving these for the trail.
Yeah. Who knows? One of these days I get a nasty surprise. It was just never anything I wanted to deal with. It was never had style, never had care for it.
This'll last.
None of it ever clicked, so I just said, do what you want. Air. Are we going all the way back to Meridian? I guess. It's kinda, I know this is aimless. It may not be the most exciting stream. I also don't know if we're gonna keep going. These idle parts are all right. I'm not grabbing on the controller too much, but getting worked up on these fights, and I squeeze down, and then I'm having problems. So for now, we're just gonna keep going. But it could come apart pretty suddenly. I guess we're going back to Meridian. Let your freak flag fly. Right. I remember when Homer tried to do that. Más problemas. Homer J. Homer J.
Fascinating, if they weren't looking for me.
I'm gonna find this if it comes much closer. Not a very good hiding spot. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. It didn't. Yeah, I should probably strip those guns off. That's not gonna get either one. I just pissed him off! Come on, his head's in the ground. That's no good.
That one held.
Stay away from that tail. Doing a terrible job of getting those guns. Come on. Come on, that gun.
Right on target.
Yeah, okay, finally. Where are his guns at? Where did I leave them? All the way over here? All the way over here. Come on, it's so far away, you might just move right into it. Oh, that one went over him. Not sure I want to get closer. Oh, can we get him in the... Damn. Well, that didn't work out so well. You were thinking Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Well, I wasn't exactly trying to lock it into The Simpsons, but that was actually the first thing that came to mind. Whereas Matt Groening was probably thinking of Crosby, Stills, and Nash when he wrote that episode. So it's all good. It's all roughly the same page. Perhaps some generational refreshments. What's going on over there? Ah, free echo shells. Thanks, guys.
By the sun, it's over.
Nice. Right under her.
Need them soon enough.
Serve at the Sun King's command. Protect all of you. Picard, you do. Speak down.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Run, Aloy, run!
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've brought your pet.
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the Lodge should be open to all. She did save his life, but I'm sure he'll listen to your prejudice over his own common sense. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it will bring ruin to the Lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the Lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the Lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring
There
an
is
outlaw.
no one else here.
While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
This is a good day.
If you say so.
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A Thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it still bears the marks of over a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the Lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
Just all this.
My family has always boasted members in the Lodge. My father and brother were both Hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in a massacre. They should be honored as Hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
How did your family come to be members of the Lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the Lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the Sacred Lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
That great line.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them. And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry. What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
He didn't want you to die with them.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially by the man who benefited most from their deaths, Assis.
Bossy ass eyeshadow is so in fashion, apparently.
Now that you're a Thrush, you should improve your
yeah.
reputation. Why don't you hunt down a Thunderjaw and a
Little much.
Stormbird?
You want me to go trophy
We
hunting?
just killed 2
Yeah, not just any
Thunderjaws.
Thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.
just killed 2 Thunderjaws. Go kill Thunderjaws. Ain't that how it goes? Actually, I think we may have to save it. I keep setting off my hand here. It's just kind of bad news. Tear Blaster. Oh yeah, we didn't have a Tear Blaster yet. Which means we now have a new pouch. Need Fishbone. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to postpone the continuance of this. I know we're short on streams as it is right now, but Saturday, middle of the stream, during a break, messed up my hand. Bad enough I got it checked out on Sunday. Not broken, but it's still all messed up, so I keep making things a little worse right now. I thought I'd probably be good. It's been improving. Glad it's not broken. Let's try for Thursday. Right now, I just can't be making this worse. Sorry about that. It's good to see you guys, though, today. Rango, I'm glad you got some clean and clears. Mix in all the worry that's been there. Old Snake, good to see you back. Under a new name. That's a couple new names today. Lost Legionnaire. Another renamed. The chat, the double chat on screen. I'll try to remember to, if it's not fixed all on its own, I'll try to figure out what's going on before the Thursday stream. I may even allow OBS to get all up to date, and I'll check on my plugins. I'm using some stale plugins too. We heard the audio cue. Lumia's alert sound played twice also. Weird. Lumia, woo, fun boy. Jags, if you're still out there, man. Ace, I'll see you all on the other side. Sorry for the short stream here, but I'm gonna go nurse this a little more. Well, that sounds dirty. Cheers, Bob. If you were hanging out there lurking, good to see you too. Be on the flip side. Night, everyone.